Hello, my friends traders. This is Caroline Alizana, a graduate student of the Grok Trade Mentoring Program. It is Monday, May 2nd. Oh wow, we are already in May of 2011, and we're looking at the Q's daily chart. Hope y'all had a wonderful weekend and you're all back in the game. So look at this pretty chart in here. What do we see here today? Remember, last week we spoke about a high base formation starting to form on our chart, and there it is. We are having a beautiful high base formation on our daily chart between the high and low of April 27th, which is the high was at the 59.29 and the low of that day was at the 58.66. So put your little trend lines in here so you can better see it. And what else do we see here? We are making a new high on the Qs today, which is at the 59.34. But does that mean that we're going higher? No, not yet, because what we see here, we were trying to bust through the 59.29 mark, but we're not able to. We went a little bit higher than that, but once we get there, we just pull back down really fast, closing below the key point here, the 59.29. So we are still dancing inside that trading range at the top of the rally, inside that high base formation. So what we need to pay really close attention to tomorrow is again the 59.29 mark as well as the 58.66 mark. And check this out. What else do we see here? See that 8 moving average right here, right below the low of today, which was at the 58.82 mark? Yeah, it's acting as a significant area of support at this point in time. We're still in a bullish territory according to the 8 moving average, which is good. We're still bullish. We're still above it. So we're still in a bullish territory. And this 8 moving average is a significant area of support right now. So I really need you to pay close attention to it. And it's sitting right at the 58.74 mark. So watch it really carefully. And then if we ever get a breakout through the 59.29 as well as the high of today, which was at the 59.34 mark, then we could head higher, making a higher high and a higher low, so which would put us back in a pretty nice uptrend. But first of all, we would need to break through the 59.29 mark as well as the high of today, the 59.34 mark, and then we would have to also close above it to confirm it. And watch the 8 moving average as well as a support area. But if we do not get a bounce and a breakout through those highs and a continuation to the upside, we could get a little bit of a pullback through that 58.66 mark as well as the 8 moving average, which is again at the 58.74. So once we broke through both of them and we closed lower, then we could head all the way back down to that lower area support right here, the 57.90. And we could get a little bit of a pullback in here up to that area of support, 57.90, and then we could either way, we could break through it. If we broke through that one and then close below it, we would be in trouble. So we could head even lower down to that next area of support right here at the 57.18 mark, and then we could head lower to the 56.65, and then finally we could go all the way down to that lower area support right here where you see this black trend line, and it's at the 50, and it is at the, where it's at, the 55.80 mark. So pay close attention to that. But I would like to see a little bit of a pullback to that 57.90 mark, and then a beautiful bounce back to the upside and a breakout through the high of 59.29 as well as the 59.34, and a continuation of that run. So that's what we see here. And check this out. Look at the MACD. The MACD is still above the zero line, which is good. It's still confirming a bearish run. It's still pointing slightly higher, and it's still above the zero line in a bullish territory, which is a good sign. And check this out. Look at the volume. We are slightly below the average right here on our volume. So it's not bad. We're right at it. So we're getting there. But if we see spikes in volume right here, we could be putting on a top. So watch that as well right together with your chart, and watch the chart really closely and carefully tomorrow, as well as look for confirmation with the MACD to see if we are confirming that bullish run, and then look for spikes in volume. If you see that, it should grab your attention. So hope it helps you. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow.